4-card spread every month. That's what we do here at Virtual Tarot. First card is the card of environment, overall environment of the month. Second card, she's already looking at your card. Not fair. Second card is challenges. I'm just going to say it this time.
All right.
Third card is the unexpected, which we really like because it is the forecast. And then the fourth card is the outcome of the month. And after that, we'll do a little girl talk. Here we go.
So,
lay it down.
wait a minute.
All right.
So we ended last month with the Knight of Cups, and last month with the Knight of Cups, and this month we begin with the Knight of Pentacles.
All right.
So this is interesting because, so you, at the end of last month, you were fired up with your creative project, your love life, maybe whatever it is that had warmed the cockles of your heart.
The cockles.
Cockles. We'll put that word up.
Where does that word come from?
I'm not going to ask.
Is it slang?
No.
Oh, well,
it's Old English.
We'll tell you where it comes from.
All right.
I love that stuff.
Yes.
The origin, the history of words. So interesting.
All right.
Go ahead.
So.
The cockles.
The cockles.
Back to the cockles.
The last month you were moving your project, your love life, your whatever it is that warmed your heart, that gave you creative inspiration to a new level, and bringing it into the month of July. And so then we start the month of July with the Knight of Pentacles, which means that, like all good Capricorns, you want to know how to financially benefit from that which warmed the cockles of your heart. So either you are exploring the economic territory of where you can plant that project, and so that it will grow your pentacles, which is what you're all about.
Right.
Money, finance.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of things, when you say project, that can mean a lot of things.
Oh, a huge
A project
number
can be
of
a
things.
man.
It can be a man.
A project can be an actual, like, project that you have going on in your craft room.
Right.
A project can be the birth of a new baby.
It can.
It could be the real estate.
It can be
Purchasing a
house.
It can be anything. So just wanted to
So yeah,
clear that up.
we need to define it singularly so that we can,
Speak
in
to a broad audience.
Yeah, in a short space of time, cover large territory. So yes, so now you're trying to ground your project into the real world, finding ways to benefit financially from it, and taking it also to that new level, exploring your options and directing the project, whatever it is. Maybe if it's, say it's the birth of a baby, like you said.
Yeah, how does that
financially, how is that going to be managed?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah.
How do you manage it?
How do you manage?
Make it practical.
Make it practical.
Right. Like, and that goes into all kinds of things, such as, do you have space for the baby? Do you have, can you work your life around the baby? It's all the really mundane stuff.
Yeah.
Practical
yeah.
stuff.
And if it's really just a creative project, well, then how is this creative project actually going to earn me a living?
Yeah, does it take time away from something else that I need to be?
It's the juxtaposing of the physical elements of your life so that that project can be nourished.
Right, right.
So let's see
what we have going on. I'm glad we spent a little time talking about project and what that means.
Because we use the term a lot, and people don't really understand what we're saying.
Yes.
So we're saying a lot when we say that.
And then we go from the devil in the position of the challenge to the complete opposite. You couldn't get more opposite than the high priestess. Cool, calm, collected. The higher power, your higher self.
Your intuition.
This is open. What is this they call this in a baby? The little soft spot?
The soft spot.
You know how it's open, and they say it's like the angel spot, or the angels speak to the baby.
that's where we enter. That's where the spirit enters the body, is right at the crown.
At the crown of the head.
And that's why it's soft and it's open.
Yeah.
And then it closes up as we get older.
Right.
Because when we are born, we enter the body here.
You have that little soft spot up there.
Yeah, right there.
It's such a weird thing, too. You can actually see the baby's heart beating through it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she should
So
know.
good.
She's had
Lots of children.
4 children.
So the high priestess always reminds me of that because she's wearing this, which you said that was like at the top of the head?
Yes, at the top of the head. We enter the body through the top of the head. The spirit enters through the top of the head.
So this is a symbolic for the pituitary gland?
Well, the pituitary gland lives right in the center of the brain, and it's sort of like in this hollow space. It's the gland by which the spirit which you are is connected to the material body, the physical body, so that your will, which is who you are, it can manifest through action, through the manipulation of the body, through the perceptions.
Mm-hmm.
That unification of spirit and body happens at the pituitary gland.
So what the disc represents?
The discs,
which we saw the disc on Isis. Right.
Yes, all halos are about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the expansion of the spiritual connection at the pituitary gland, which is why all pictures of angels and holy people have the halo around what is really right around here.
Mm-hmm.
Right around here, which is right in here. That's why the third eye is considered here, is because it's at the center of the brain.
Okay.
So I don't know. Anyway.
That has everything to do with this challenge position, though.
Yes.
That little story that
Yes.
we just told, or little lesson on the soft spot that the baby retains.
Right.
So the challenge would be?
So the challenge would be, all right, so you're trying to find the material home for your project, whatever that project may be, right? So you have to pay attention to your intuition, which is guiding you. So this is your, you know, another thing I just thought. Sometimes the challenge is that there's something hidden, unknown about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
That you have to uncover. That you have, and you're feeling it. You're feeling like there's some sort of something hidden, something unknown, something that you need to investigate that has introduced itself
Mm-hmm.
into the atmosphere of this month.
Yes.
And you are challenged to obey
Your intuition.
To obey your intuition. To take heed of your intuition, what you're being told.
Even though others may question you and think that it's, or maybe they are telling you that it's not important, you feel at a, sort of a gut level, I guess.
At a gut level. It's your gut telling you.
Yeah, that, hey, I need to go in this direction and sort this out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's see what else we can find out. There it is.
Okay then, Capricorn, we have the Two of Swords and the position of the unexpected. And so unexpectedly I believe this card says, you realize that in order to make a decision, you're going to have to stick with your gut, follow your gut, and investigate what it is that's coming up this month. Because your higher intuition is just really kicked in this month.
Right.
Which is really sort of not a Capricorn thing.
Right, and this is also, it's interesting because she doesn't want to see the facts.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to admit something.
Right.
But something about this situation you don't want to admit. But your gut is, your higher intuitive mind is telling you that something needs to be uncovered.
Yes.
You need more facts, more information. You need to look at those facts and information so that you can come to a rational decision about the situation.
And I love this card because this is like, this card is so funny because it's like saying, hey, you don't want to know this. There's something that you are avoiding. However, here you sit at the Oracle's table. It's pretty hard to avoid these types of, sort of epiphanies.
Yes.
When you're sitting here.
Yes.
So too late.
Too late. We're going to tell you.
Whether you want to know or not.
Yeah, stop being in denial.
Yeah, you shouldn't tune in if you don't want to know.
Right.
So that's why we're here. Here comes the forecast.
All right. That's not bad.
Okay. No, it's a good end card.
Yeah, it's a good end card.
It's the Seven of Pentacles.
All right.
All right. It's time for us to wrap this thing up so
right.
Capricorn knows what it is they don't want to know.
Right.
Right. And that's another don't want to know card.
Right. So
2 in a row. Too bad.
The sevens are about having, again, reached a certain level of achievement on a practical, mundane level.
Mm-hmm.
This is about yours, the monies, the finances, the practical investments you've made.
That's what this card reminds me of.
Investments in either literal investments,
mm-hmm.
like monetary investments,
right.
or investments in your home, the people around you. These investments, and looking deeply at it. So really perusing it. Considering it, because we've got one pentacle out here, which
mm-hmm.
means that what's my next step? So again, this is about taking the next step.
Yes, it is.
And so there needs to be, you got to take the blindfold off, look at the facts as they are in a completely rational manner, face things you don't want to face, listen to your gut, and then make rational decisions so that you then it becomes clear.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've done a real evaluation.
Right. Yeah. This is all about evaluation.
Evaluation.
Yeah. It's almost like if you're purchasing a house, it's like looking at the foundation,
right.
like with a magnifying glass.
Right. Right.
It's
it may look like a pretty home on the outside,
and you may have fallen in love with it, and it's going to cause
like all these
trouble.
Right. But in your gut that gosh, I hope it's not this. If I tear, if I go behind the drywall,
yes,
maybe I'll find asbestos. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a metaphor for
right.
whatever your project may be.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go into the workings of it to uncover that which you feel already is wrong or needs to be addressed.
Yeah, if you're purchasing a used car
or anything like that.
Yeah. You just need to know what you need to know, and even if you've fallen in love with it, try and step back and create a cool, calm demeanor.
Be a person.
Yeah, it could be a person.
Be a person too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be the Knight of Pentacles.
Yeah. But this is really a great Capricorn lesson because this is how Capricorn sort of approaches everything.
Yes.
You sort of peel back the underlayer to just sort of double check.
But that's how they operate. It's true. Like the goat.
Mm-hmm.
They analyze. They can. If you've ever seen a goat, we mentioned this one before. These mountain goats, they stand perched on these what seems to be impossibly dangerous ledges
for hours.
For hours, because what are they doing? They're analyzing their next step. Yeah.
So, Auntie Ava, tell me the story of the mountain goat.
All right, little one. Capricorns are mountain goats. The symbol of the mountain goat is your symbol, and the reason is because it tells the tale of who you are, your character. And the mountain goat, if you've ever seen one, sits or stands on a craggy mountain side on these dangerous cliffs. But they can stand on a single cliff for quite a long time. They don't look like they're doing anything or there's anything going on inside of them. But suddenly they scramble and jump to another part of the mountain, and these tremendous feats of balance and precision are executed in seconds. And the reason is because that mountain goat has been analyzing how he's going to get from point A to point B, and he's stands there completely still and quiet, and suddenly he makes his move.
But what is he doing in the meantime? While he's standing there,
he's analyzing.
Right. Which is this card.
Which is this card. He's taking it in deeply, all the factors, where's absolutely every aspect of this next move, and then suddenly when he has it, when he's digested it completely and he knows, in a split second, he makes the most, what would it be, what looks like the most unbelievable, agile move, and you're just at awe at how what is that, athletic.
Yes.
These are athletic moves, and that's why they make good athletes too.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
They make great athletes.
It looks like a miracle, but really, it's like some sort of human computer.
Yes, you know, human computers, and they're
making mathematical compilations.
They are. They look like there's nothing going on.
Yeah, right? And then there's like all these numbers flowing by. It's like a beautiful mind going on in there.
That's right.
So you're going to get all beautiful mind on us this month. That's
right.
what's going on, Capricorn. So have fun with that. If you'd like to know more about this reading, please stay tuned, because we're going to tell you in the next video how to get a reading. And we appreciate you watching. Please come back in the month of August.
Please come back in the month of August. We love you, Capricorn. Bye-bye.
Bye. So let's talk a little bit about readings and how our audience can get a reading.
Yes, you just go to virtualtarot.wordpress.com, and we have a menu of readings there that you can peruse and see if maybe one of those is pertinent to your particular concern or problem. And then
it's very easy. Once you go to the site, first thing,
you pay for it.
You pay for it. So you'll see the donation buttons.
There's all kinds of prices for it.
Yeah, so, yeah. We have lots of different
prices for it.
You pay for it, and then you send us your question to avatrudy@yahoo.com. We'll get right back to you. It pops up on our little cute little cell phones, and we call each other on the back phones, and we go, "Oh my God, it's a reading!
Oh my God! Oh my God!" Then
oh my goddess! I mean.
Oh my goddess! Yes. Yes.
And then we create a reading for you.
Yes. And we create a reading for you, and then we do an audio file of it, meaning that we record it. And then we send that recording via your email back to you so that you can listen to it as many times as you'd like or you need to. So you can keep it with you forever.
Yeah, and you can share it. You can even gift one to a friend.
Yes.
Gift a reading to your dad.
Yes. You know what we're trying to do is we're trying to demystify.
Right.
Or if not demystify, I don't think that's the truth. I think that what we're doing is making the tarot much more of something that is pertinent.
Understandable.
Understandable.
It's kind of like the Bible is written in the King James Version, Old English.
Yes.
It's very difficult to understand.
Yes.
So we try to sort of humanize the tarot and bring the symbology down to, you know, like a cultural perspective that we actually all understand, because symbols change
and when they need to be revised according to the culture that you find yourself in.
That's right.
Because otherwise it doesn't have any relevance. You see, when we look at a picture, it's very much like the child's mind. We love pictures.
Yes, we do.
And they open up in us a whole world of ideas. And so a picture can represent a multitude of ideas.
That's right.
But you need also to have a certain feel for what particular ideas are more relevant to the question, to the person, to their needs.